Clearance option this morning. It's about an hour and a half away, but we'll get there. It's bright and early. It's only 7:30 at the moment, or a little bit after, and it starts at 10 o'clock. So stop speeding, or get there on time.
Turn left onto Douglas Road.
We'll just follow this trailer now. I'd say he's going to the sale. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Shaped like Australia.
Oh, it's upside down too. Alfred. Guess what we came for? Old windmill. Oh, fucking man. Not mint.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? That's food smelling good and make you hungry, did it? $610 later. Bloody expensive sale. Now we're all done with that. Actually going to move on with this postie bike a bit. So I've got the new tyre, new rim protector, new tubing. So I'm just going to drop this rim out. Hopefully we don't have to disconnect the brakes or anything. Should be able to just drop it down and slip it out, and then get on with putting that tyre on. I haven't done one of these before, so that'll be interesting. Alright. I'll just, before I take that nut all the way off, just try and tap that axle through some. Put some lube on that before we put it back in, so it's actually easy to get out in the future. Thing's probably never been taken off. No rust yet, but punch it through with a screwdriver, eh? The wheel will just drop down as soon as that thing goes the whole way through. Oh, there we go. Alright, chuck the nut on that so we don't lose it. Beautiful. Now, in theory, should be able to do this too. There goes that spacer I was worried about. Pull the wheel out of the way. Alright, so I'll just put that back on there. Same way around it goes. And I might just give this room a clean and then we'll start pulling it apart. Alright. I'll clean the rim once, tyres off it. I'm hoping, in theory, I haven't done a bike tyre before. It's just going to be similar to a push bike tyre that you sort of get into it and lever it off. We'll see how we go. I need something stronger than these levers, I think. Piss off. Probably didn't help. We haven't lubed this bead up very much either. When we put them back together, we'll take a bit more care. Right at the moment, I just want to get this rugged old tyre off of there. There's one side. The other side should be a bit simpler. I'll just undo this tube quickly. We'll whip it off. Don't know if I can do it with pliers or not. Yep, there we go.
I believe you use the pliers.
Front wheel bearings seem alright, so we'll leave them alone for now. Unlike the back wheel bearings, they've had their day. Alright, bugger that off for a second. Right, one stuffed tyre. And I'd say that's where our tube got a hole in it. This rim protector was buggered. I'm going to take this and just quickly clean it up with some steel wool and some water. And we'll come back when we're going to refit this on. So I've got the new tyre here. Done nothing except for I've put the tube in there. I've partially inflated it, not to any sort of imaginable pressure, just to get it to stay up in the rim, or in the tyre itself, while we get it on the rim. Right, so I'll get this tube rim protector out of its packet, which I should have done earlier, but I didn't think to. Tastes like shit. Anyway. Don't recommend using screwdrivers for these sort of things either. Get yourself some proper tyre spoons. Another thing to be mindful of, doesn't matter in my case, but is the tyre directional? This one's not, obviously. It's just your basic, pretty much half off-road tyre. So, if you want to find a nice clean rim, find out valve hole, try and line that up. And put our band on. Now, get the idea, just got to stretch it around.
You need some help?
No. Son of a bitch, come on. Alright, I'll pause for a second. So I've got to stretch this bastard on there, and I'm going to tie the dog up because she's pissing me off. And we'll be back. So we've just got a bit of the Mrs. dishwashing liquid. Put a bit around the edge of the tyre. Help us slip it onto that rim a bit easier. I do not have any idea what I'm doing. So anyway, what we want to do, I suppose, is line up where our tube is, the hole in the rim, and then work that first part of the bead on. I want to take this nut off. So I've got the washer there. I'll use the nut to hold it back on like it was originally. The original tube had 2 nuts on it, so I don't know whether it's been repaired in the past and someone's just put a second nut on it, or whether there's supposed to be 2, but I'll just stick with the washer. If it goes flat, I'll check afterwards to see if it was supposed to be done differently. So I'll get that sitting through the hole, save trying to line it up in a hole. Get on the little blast. Now my hands are all slippery because I've got soap all over them. Alright, so now it's just a matter of, use my little pry bar here, and one bite at a time, getting the tyre on the rim. Will he come from this side too? I'll get this on and we'll come back and hang on, this will just push on at the moment. Beautiful. That's that side all on. Now it's just a matter of getting this ring mounted up the rest of the way. Get it started. I'll just stick that screwdriver in there. And continue working away around the edge of the tyre to get it mounted onto the rim. Alright, so a bit of blood, sweat and tears, we got that back on. Now we'll come around here with the air compressor. We'll start applying some air into it. After we get our nut on a bit better. Didn't want to tighten the nut down too much. Sort of try and let it bead, seat itself in the rim. So, pressure gauge doesn't work on that, so we'll just assume that's about right. I'll check it before I actually take it out. So there we have it. One tyre ready to fit back onto the bike. Alright, so in theory, all I have to do somehow by myself get this fucking wheel back in there. And it just sits like that. Sit that there. Got to find a cotter pin. One notch in the brake hub, a notch in the fork. A lot of little things to do. Oh, there we go. So, now we're just going to line up the other side. Our cables aren't caught up. Chuck our wheel nut back on. 14 on this side, 17 on this side. I guess we just want to snug them up and then find new cotter pin to put through there. I'm not sure if I've got any or not. I've got a set somewhere, but I think I've lost some of them. Yes, you do. A tiny bit more. Fraction more. Oh, there we go. The cotter pin will go straight through that. And air brakes still work. Alright. Now, quick finishing touch. I'll find a more suitable size one down the track. Just to keep us from having the wheel come undone during our testing phases anyway. There we have it. The CT110 been quite unwell, so it's dealing with it. So this is the ride-on lawnmower we got yesterday. It's got it covered up for now. It's in pretty good condition for its age, 1999 model. So it's got an 11.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. Runs really well. Just got some wiring issues to sort out. So it's on an Australian-made Cox chassis, and I've always loved these machines. And this one's in fantastic condition, so I don't impartial to whether I want to keep it or sell it. I can make a good profit on it because these things are still going for around the $1,000 mark. But in saying that, finding one this good is a bit unusual. I've just got a little solar panel topping up the battery that's in it. They have a cone and plate drive. Very simple, no transmission to really wear out. There's a little bit of rust on the back, but other than that, it is almost as if it's rarely been used at all. One flat tyre, the blades are good, the belts are good. It's almost ready for work. Let's go and have a look at some of the other stuff I've got. So I also got this massive Briggs & Stratton, unsure of horsepower, probably 16 horsepower mark. It came with a big grain auger. Doesn't have a lot of compression, but it does have some. Anyhow, we'll try and see if we can make it run. It's got a big pulley you could wrap a rope around to start, or you can, I've seen them also with like an alternator starter type configuration that it just has a belt running to it off this side. I could have bought one of those a while back, but I ended up missing out on that part. I wandered away from the auction at the time. So I also got this vintage Homelite chainsaw. It's an XL913, quite a large saw. It's all there, so we'll have a crack at getting that running as well. No rush though, got plenty of other projects floating around. That's my good saw. That's my other saw that I use for small limbs and stuff. Still goes really well. Except the dogs had a go at it. Got to get this Victor out of here. We've got these rabbit traps at the sale. There was 11 of them in total. A couple are no good at all, but there's quite a few good ones in there. Not that I'd even use them because they're illegal. Mainly I only buy them because it upsets certain libtard family members of ours. So anyway, got those. This is going to be in our next video. This electric start Victor 2-stroke mower. I was in that lot I picked up a while back in Wagga Wagga. So we'll be doing this next weekend. I've pulled it apart because I need to rob some stuff off it already for something else, but I've re-accumulated all that stuff I borrowed. So yeah, we'll go full steam ahead on that next weekend. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.